the end, so I'm trying to reiterate and come back because I didn't save it. So just to reiterate and do some talking points, anything that has an update, like I said, I already have a plan in place. There are shipments that are arriving to me. I just got the bride pins. I'm going to get the Ariel Magnet anniversary pin next week. I'm also going to be getting the teal dress and pink dress Ariel profile. That's going to be arriving the week after that. And after that, we have Polka. We have a couple of dreams that are going to be finishing in production. So those are going to be arriving sometime in March. I've been a little bit guaranteed that they're going to arrive the beginning of March. So that's where I'm crossing my fingers. So I didn't get to save this. So I just want to save it just for the purpose of, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Okay. Just for the purpose of those of you who bought those items, this is just an update for you guys, especially for the updates that you've seen that haven't moved past, that I'm still waiting for print samples or print phase. So those are going to be there. Now, secondly, as far as cancellations for some orders, the only orders that I don't have updates for that are being canceled is going to be the Maleficent Dream pin. So just to emphasize that, it's not that it's not in, like I said, it's not that it's not. I will post my updates for that pin. I'm just putting a pause on it because I honestly only sold about 8 of those pins. And at this time, I'm really focusing on redistributing any profits or anything that I'm making as far as pin goes, live sales, things like that is all being circled back into the fulfillment and processing of the orders. So that's where my priority is. I don't have the extra funds at this time to fund like sort of side pins, variants, things like that. So just to reiterate that as well. Another thing that I'm going to emphasize also is going to be as far as, and like I said, I already canceled, like for example, if you ordered Bluebell, I already processed those canceled orders. For those of you, because I'm putting a pause on it. There's going to be a rebuy option. Yes, anything that does an Usagi manga, I have updates for, as well as the Enchanted Rag set. So I will be posting that briefly after my live. It'll be available on Discord, Trillo, and Instagram. Those are being made with the new factory, so it's not my usual factory, but I do have those updates for you guys, and they have reassured me that those are going to be, because it's a new factory, it's going to be a little bit of a slower time for those, as well as Hermione as well. So, and again, and there won't be extras of any of those products because honestly, I'm focusing on just fulfilling the pre-sale orders and then kind of deciding later, maybe we do a variant in the future, etc., wherever we lie, but those are going to be very small LE items. And then Chaos Galaxia. Yes, Chaos Galaxia, Gemma, if you want to go to my menu updates, it is available there. She is about, I want to say 3/4 is done in production. She should be arriving really soon. That delay totally came on my end because she was placed into production a little bit later than expected. As well as Vanessa V2 as well. I have updates for you for those two. And again, anything that you see that has been updated as far as printing, it will be processed. Those are things that are coming in the next couple months and we will be fulfilling those. And again, I will be providing a cancel sheet. I'm going to post that for you guys on Discord, as well as I will personally be sending emails out to those who pre-bought into those items. And I'm going to go over those options personally via email for you if you bought those items. And again, I'm just going to reiterate that it's really just Maleficent Dream. I'm not fully canceling it. I'm just putting a pause. And the reason why I'm going to process the cancellations is just to give you the option to rebuy in the future if we do revisit production once we're able to kind of close out a couple of our pre-sales for this year. So I want to reiterate that for sure. Padme profile, yes. So Padme profile, she just got plated. So the last update, Stacy, that I posted is posted on Trillo. I believe I posted it also on Instagram, but I'll go ahead and repost it for you. The last time that I checked, she's getting ready to go to print. So she should be arriving really soon as well as the Howls, both black haired, and also the variant Howl as well, which is the slime one. And like I mentioned, I am going to open up the floor for people because I do want to provide transparency to those of you who have purchased. So those of you who have purchased a product, if you have any questions, you want to provide a receipt over to me and ask for something on a personal level, I'll be more than happy to answer your emails today. The only reason I'm actually saying this is because, I'm going to be honest with you. I got a little overwhelmed previously in the other stream because of the fact that there is a lot of people that were commenting that aren't actual pre-sale buyers. They're not people that have supported me. They haven't supported me in 2 years. And so it just kind of got overwhelming, and I'm a human being. So I just got a little flustered, and I just want to make sure that I'm speaking to those of you who actually have pre-sales with me. And I want to make sure that you guys know where those pins are and the fulfillment of those orders and what the process is going to be. So if you pre-ordered Rapunzel Dream 2 and Moana Dream 2, those are still being made. I do have updates for you. I'm going to add those to Trello today. I have sample updates for both, and they are in mass production and mass coloring. And those are, again, with another factory. I didn't do those with my original factory because my original factory is a little bit on the pricey side. So anything that you see that I have updates for, sometimes it varies from one factory to another. So just kind of a heads up for that. Oh, yeah. But yes, so, and again, the items that you have in pre-order status, those are going to be fulfilled. And like I mentioned before, those are, like I said, the bride sets are here. We're going to start QCing those, and we're in the process of getting those orders out to people. So, and again, I'm opening up the floor for those of you guys who, I'm going to be posting what orders are being canceled. There's not that many. I'm going to be personally emailing you as well, just to kind of give you guys a status and let you know how the rebuying process will be for the future on those items, because I know that those items are beautiful and you like them. Chaos Galaxia, yes. Elementus Dragon, that one is, like I said, almost done. It's in mass coloring. So if you want to get an update on that, please check out my Instagram in the highlights. So that's the latest update that I have. Deadpool and Wolverine are in mass coloring and mass production as well. Yes, all of the concerns are valid from pre-sale buyers. So that's who I'm trying to reach at this time. And if you have the Serenity bookmark, all of those, Serenity bookmark is in polishing. So she's about the last phase out into plating, and then after plating she gets screen printed. Same thing with Sailor, Saturn, and Pluto. Please, White Sheppy, please check out my Trello. I did post updates of that a couple weeks ago, and Pluto and Saturn, I posted an update last week. Those are available to you. That is a public forum, but I'll be more than happy to repost them here on Instagram as well once the live is concluded. Remake Bright Aurora, I posted an update for her. If you guys didn't see that the last couple days, I might have not saved it onto my highlights, but I will be posting it on my highlights. Yes. Sorry. No. You're totally fine. Potter, Luna, Pins, and more. That is a cancellation, so you will be receiving an email. There's not that many canceled products. It's just a couple. It's honestly not really canceled. I'm just putting a pause because I would have to invest my own money to finish the fulfillment. So I'm just pausing it for now until I kind of recoup, until I'm kind of back to a sort of status where I can kind of put my own money into it and be able to fulfill it. And I'm going to have a rebuying option for you later in the future. Blue Elsa, I have updates. There are samples as well. She's in mass production. The remake should honestly take, to be honest with you, it shouldn't take long. It's only 30 pieces that were ordered. So as of right now, she's in mass coloring and she's moving into mass, actually she's in mass wet grinding. So wet grind is about 2 phases away from the last step of production, because again, it's only 30 pieces for that item. Yes, updates for Ragbriar Rose will also be posted. Update, yes, Sally bookmark, Katie, girl, see, she is on my Trello. If you were curious to see where she is in production, the last update I posted last week as well, but I will go ahead and repost that here on Instagram for you to see also. I'll kind of title it variants because those are pretty much almost done. There were lower items. Kristoff as well. Kristoff is still being made, as well as Han and Anna. Those are the last Frozen profiles that we did. Why my own money? Because for example, Hermione, I sold about 6. So there was only 6 orders that got purchased. I do want to make her, just because The backer mold is the Harry Potter, similar to the Harry Potter one, but I have to pay for a whole new mold for the back because of the fact that it's it's like a different shape and silhouette for the topper, and the back pin isn't fully enameled. There's like a silhouette on it, so I'm putting it as a pause for now because I do want to still make it. It's just that I have to buy the whole 2 new molds, and I think I sold about 5 or 6. And so those buyers are going to be getting emails. So again, if you bought any of those items, you will be receiving emails. I still do want to make them. We're just going to take a pause. You'll get a cancellation. You'll get your money back for them. And then we'll revisit. And then hopefully by then I've like shopped around, found maybe a different factory that can offer me a more competitive rate. And I'll be able to produce those for a lower cost. Yes, she was. And hopefully, can you have your friend double check if she paid via PayPal link or if she paid via the shop? Have her let me know because we did process those. Maybe she didn't. Hopefully, she can have her reach out to me, please, because there's 2 different ways that you bought that item. It was either PayPal link or it was through the shop. Bride Bell profile is arriving in hand, White Sheepy. So I'm QCing and processing those orders. So if you have any address changes, I'm going to be posting that up for you to send over to me so I can start fulfilling those orders on the fulfillment side. Sophie profiles as well. November and January one look like the same photo update. Yes. So Sophie profiles took a little bit longer because the samples took a little longer for me to approve, but I do have updates on mass production for that as well. I know, Ashley, you have a couple of orders that you want updated. And again, I'm going to open up the floor for anyone that has an order with a receipt. If you'd like for me to personally send you those updates, I can definitely do that. Just to reassure you as a buyer, even if I haven't organized it fully on the Trello side. So just to kind of like send you that update personally myself, I'm going to open it up. I just want to open it up just to the buyers because at this point, that's the people who I owe those updates to. So those are going to be there. Cosmo version 3 is in mass production. Faded Ariel, the last time I checked, she's getting ready for plating. So I have those updates as well. And that was updated to me by my factory as well. Yes, Meg and Hercules variant. I did post those updates, Janet Marie. I don't know if you saw them on Trello. I might, if you open up the tab for the wedding set, the V2s are in there. I should have made it as a separate tab, but I'll go ahead and separate it today just so people can see the variants are in a different box. But if you open up the tab itself, you'll see images on there, and some of the variant images are there as well. It's just not organized, which I'm going to work on organizing. Yes, Bookmark Aurora, I know it's been an eternity, and I 100%, those sold back in January, and those are almost done. They're in printing. I know I keep saying that, but it's almost there. It is, and they're fully done. So because they were broken up into different variants of it, the last update I got was that the blue dress was plated and ready for print. So now they're sending all of the pieces to print. And obviously we have the UV print. I know it's taken a long time, but you are going to get the Aurora Dream bookmark, and it's going to be beautiful. And I hope you're happy with the product, and I apologize for the extreme delay on production, which I 100% take accountability for. And like I said, I'm working with 2 other factories. This is just for other products. So I have other updates to post. And there are obviously the bigger, heavier factory does the more expensive quality items. And so I had to revisit a different factory towards the end of last year just to get some things put in production because the sales weren't really there at the time. But yes, okay, so again, opening up the floor for those of you who bought something, haven't seen an update, we'll be more than happy to send you that. Is the most recent Ariel bookmark still happening? Yes, anything that you see, like I said, I'm going to list the list of things that I'm not canceling, I'm just putting a pause. I do still want to make them. It's going to be Dream Maleficent. all variants. I think definitely the main variant at least, but between all of the variants, I only sold 6. So it's a very small quantity. And like I said, those of you who did purchase will be getting an email from me tonight regarding that, and as well as the rebuying and when we can look forward to possibly getting it put into production, even if it's just 25 pieces. There's a lot of factories that have minimums. I just wrote up this story, but I wanted to ask, is she shipping after the bride sets? No, so she's shipping separately. So the bride sets, if you bought a bride set, you are going to be receiving the blue variant of Aurora. That was sort of an error pin that happened, and that's still going to be shipping to buyers. You're still going to receive the white dress. That's just going to be sort of a gift pin for you because we messed up. We approved the blue dress, and that I totally hold accountability for that, which is why I self-funded the white version to be gifted to pre-sale buyers. So you're going to get the blue version and the white version. You're getting both. So if you bought Aurora, you're still going to get the fulfillment of your order, but you're also going to be receiving that white dress, and that's going to be just Aurora by herself. Even if you ordered Aurora by herself, you're going to be getting that product. It's just because we messed up, we approved it, we've waited a long time for the product. So I just want to make sure I get the bride sets out as well as the single brides, and then we're going to put you're still going to receive that white dress. Now I will note, so what's going to happen with the white dress sets, because we are getting that blue dress Aurora, which was the kind of the error pin, we're going to initially process those orders, but you are going to receive the tracking separately because we don't want to fulfill your orders in our system because we still want to ship out that white dress. So similar to what I did with the Vanessa remakes, I fulfilled the order via email, but the order still sat in my shipping software. That way, when I got the remakes in, I was able to ship out the tracking numbers and process that order as the original order. So just kind of a heads up there. And then I will have those up actually right after this live. I don't want to wait any longer, so I'm going to be putting those up. And then, like I said, I open up the floor to anybody who wants like personal updates that they want to have, just in case it looks unorganized and you're just like, look, I don't want to go through Instagram like stories. I'll be more than happy if you send me proof of purchase and proof of receipt. I can provide you an update of where it stands, and I'll even send you the factory email personally. And that's the transparency that I can definitely offer you as a pre-sale buyer. So I'm going to emphasize that because I don't really want to put all of my private business information open to people that aren't pre-sale buyers. So I am opening up the floor for people that have purchased. That is transparency that I'm willing to offer. Any platinums being done? Melissa Mora, we did get a shipment of the platinums. We're going to be working on getting those out to our early access list first. However, at this time, I am prioritizing getting my shipments processed initially, the ones that are coming in hand. So QC right now, priority is going to be those bride sets. Okay, awesome and cool. Oh, yes, updates for high ticket items. I am processing those updates via PayPal. My PayPal is back to normal, you guys. Thank goodness for the time being. So everything's back to normal as far as the PayPal side goes. So if you did buy those high ticket items, I will be updating tracking and answering those emails today as well. I'm having somebody help me out with those, so those are going to be processed and fulfilled. Duck Pins, waiting on an email about an in-hand purchase. It's for people that are on the other side. Yep. Okay. So that's about it. I think that I've pretty much answered everyone's questions. I'm going to save the live stream just for people to have. And like I said, I'm going to focus on posting those images, those updates, a list of items that, like I said, are canceled, and those are going to be processed. Some of them have already started to be processed, so you should have definitely gotten the receipts. So that's about it. Yes, so store credits or exchanges. So if you have a product, just for pre-sale buyers, if there's a product that you feel I want to exchange it. I rather have an in-hand product. Do you have leftover stock of that item? We do open up the floor. You just have to send us an email, put in an order issue request, and then we respond and we let you know what your options are. Night Flint has already shipped out. Please, you guys, one thing I want to emphasize as well is, I do post when I'm shipping things on Instagram. I'm sorry if you missed that was shipped. If you haven't received it, please fill out an order issues form. I did process a couple of refunds for the Night Flints for people that they were either too down the list that their shipment got lost. Like I had somebody file a USPS claim. The USPS claim was denied, but I did process a refund for her recently. So do you have any more Night Flint? Mine got lost in the mail. Dana, no, I don't. So if you did receive a refund, I don't. I have a couple of other options if you're open to receiving a replacement item for that. But we did process some refunds for things that got lost and didn't arrive to people. Additional ones I've emailed. Okay, White Sheepy. I'm going to write down that you've emailed. I'm going to check that out for the Night Flint. And if you haven't gotten a refund, I will process that for you as well as an exchange. Awesome. Okay, sweet. And like I said, anything that you have updates for that we've posted, like I said, our factory is working with us. We're shipping things out. We've done our due diligence as a business to ensure that we've paid our factory to get those shipments, and those are going to be processed and fulfilled in the next couple of weeks. So that's the positive that we can take out of, and that's one thing that I want to reassure everybody. And like I said, bride sets, aerial magnet, teal and pink dress aerial profile, those are all being done and processed. Yes, today, confirming, yes, today, right after the live stream. And like I said, funds went to where they went, and those items are being shipped to me. If the answer to your question is, when am I getting my orders? You're getting them in the next couple of weeks. So that's kind of where I stand. There's no more that I can offer. No, I'm not. Look, I'm because the legitimate questions, this is what I'm trying to do, and I'm trying to emphasize and express. I'm opening up the floor. If you are a legitimate customer, if you are a pre-sale buyer, and you would like to email me and receive whatever you want from me transparency wise, I'm going to open up that floor for you, and I'll be more than happy to share with you. Personally, privately, on that level, I can do that. I'm just not going to do it openly because I can't confirm who is who and what's going on, because there were some people on here that I know for a fact aren't buyers. And that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm not saying that you're not going to receive what you're asking for. Just go ahead and personally email me. I'll be working on those as well. And like I said, if you don't need an email because you're going to see an update after the live stream, then if you just want to email me to just ask, like, when is this going to be completed? Have you heard back from your factory, etc.? I'll have an idea of what to provide to you. You know what? I was going to get those receipts, and then I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like the comfortability of me having to share how much I spend on products and production, and the allocation of like, what is paid to a factory is so uncomfortable for me, because this is still a business and it's a legitimate business. So I don't want to do that, but I am open to, again, sending, confirming with all of you. Like I said, the Google Doc was not created by my factory. I worked with 3 different factories. It's not theirs. It doesn't belong to them. And they've confirmed to me that they haven't spoken to anybody in regards to anything private pertaining to Designs by Jenn's business or factory manufacturing. So Yes. So if you'd like, Hannah, if you'd like to show a dated receipt, like I said, I'm opening up the floor personally to anyone who bought a pre-sale that would like to see the receipt. I will be more than happy to personally email you this information. I'm not going to put it point blank online for people to see. So if you are a pre-sale buyer, go ahead and email me, provide me a receipt that you bought something. I will confirm it on my end, and I'll be more than happy to provide you that information that you're requesting from me. I'm just not going to do it publicly and openly, and I have every reason to not do it. But again, I'm opening it up for those of you who are pre-sale buyers, want to see those receipts, want to see what was paid for, want to see the interactions between me and my factory. I'll be more than happy to share that. But it does have to come with I have to get a receipt from you, and I'll just confirm that you purchased. I have access to my receipts, my shipping, and all that stuff. So I'll be able to do that for you. I just want to make sure that I'm doing that for pre-sale buyers. I don't want to do that openly. So that's where I stand. I was going to do it openly, but then I also realized there's a lot of people here that don't have good intentions, and I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to give them a show and kind of be unprofessional in that sense. So again, if you are a pre-sale buyer and you'd like to see where dates, receipts, things like that, I'll be more than happy to provide that to you, as well as, like I said, the bride pins are our top priority as of right now. Sorry, stumbled on a question. Okay, so that's where we stand. Again, I'm not going to share my receipts because on a personal level, you guys, this is still a business, and I'm not going to share what's been out. When is the bride set being shipped? Next week. So we are currently in QC processing those orders for all of you, and those should be shipping out next week. Also, if you bought a Chihuru blood variant and you ordered it, this is super important, and you ordered it with another product, because a lot of you bundled your orders, those are being processed in the next couple of days because those require a separation of orders. So basically what we do is we fulfill one end of your order, and you're going to see an email that says partial order has been fulfilled, and then we move forward. So thank you guys so much for being here. I really, really do appreciate it. And I understand, like I said, the anxiety, the environment that we're in, the many people that have left and ghosted and have gone. But I'm going to reassure you that I'm not going anywhere. I'm still processing orders. Those orders are still being fulfilled. And the reassurance that you're going to get your product is there. So like I said, it's all in the proof of what I have, and I'll be more than happy to provide that to you if you are a pre-sale buyer. I'm just not going to put it out in the open, unfortunately. I did want to, and then I feel like I got peer pressured into possibly showing you how much I spend on production and cost. And I just don't feel comfortable doing that. I'm not going to do that. No business actually does that. You don't run to Starbucks to ask Starbucks how much they spend on supplies, etc. So like I said, if you want to see the receipt and the dates, I'll be more than happy to provide that for you. I will black out the amounts, but I'll be happy to provide invoice numbers and things to show you that those items have been paid for. And then actually give you a date on when those items are arriving, because they are arriving in the next couple of days. So, and like I said, we have paused production on some of the products, some of the projects, which is just the Maleficent Dream. A couple of the ones that didn't really sell too well, and I did cancel those orders. I started canceling those orders back when they initially sold. So some of you might have gotten those cancellations, and I do have a rebuying option later. Okay. Yep, that's about it. I think that's where I'm at. So again, to reiterate, the bride sets are here. There is a plan for the items that have taken a year. So the magnet aerial pin will be arriving, as well as the, what's another pin teal dress and pink dress, and then Pocahontas is to follow. I have a list of items that are finishing. I'm going to personally be sending out those emails to all of you, because again, those products are finished. They're done. They're in production. They will be processed. No, I am not Trash Panda. And that's where I'm at. So I'm going to be working on sending out those emails to those of you for those pins that are finishing the next couple of days. And the whole purpose of this live is just to reassure that if you purchased those items that have now hit a year, that you will be receiving those products. So like I said, that's where I'm at as far as that goes. And yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. And like I said, you're more than welcome to do what you wish. As far as, I mean, I cannot stop you from doing anything. As far as, I mean, I don't know what other reassurance you want. I mean, those orders are still being processed. I'm like, subject line for Knight Flynn is going to be, Dana, just put Knight Flynn and put your name on there, Dana. I do know your full name, so just put your name on there. Just say Dana, and then I'll be able to look it up really quick. Yes. So, and like I said, and I can't control what you decide to do. If you want to do your chargebacks, you're welcome to do so. And I'm not scamming anybody out of money, because I'm still fulfilling orders. And that's what I want to reassure everybody and give them that reassurance that if you are a pre-sale buyer and you are waiting for your pins, that they are shipping to me and that they're going to be arriving. Did they arrive later than usual? Yes, they did, but they are still being processed and done. February and January Patreon rewards are being dropped off tomorrow. We did finally finish those in the last couple of days, and I really thank you for your patience. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. Like, I'm going to go off the rails for a little bit, because I'm trying to get in, like, yeah. I don't know what you want me to say, because to be honest with you, those orders are still being processed and fulfilled. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Honestly, please don't compare me to Nixie, because she had been a walking red flag for 2 years, and I just haven't. I had a really, really bad year as far as updates, organization, and I hold myself accountable to that, but I'm still processing orders. They have been processed. All last year I've been shipping. I haven't disappeared and gone away, and I'm not doing anything as far as, filing anything. So I just haven't. No, I haven't. I actually haven't. I don't know. Yep, factory communication, payment receipts, date of proof, and communication are more than welcome and open to pre-sale buyers if you would like to receive that information. That's fine. It's always been drama, Luna. I understand. I don't know what to tell you. There's so many people who are, it's always been drama with you. It's always been drama with you. And that's fine. I don't know what to tell you. That's how you feel. I don't know. So that's fine, Asirens. I have a lot of red flags, but I'm still processing and fulfilling orders. So the red flags are there, but you're still getting your orders. But yeah. And like I said, anything that you need as far as a pre-sale buyer information goes, you're more than welcome to email me. Please email me with proof of receipt, and I will provide you that information. Anything that has been longer than a year, is being shipped to me, and those are being fulfilled, and that's where I stand. I don't have a victim complex. I'm not being condescending. I'm just at the point where I feel like I'm speaking to the people that bought, and I'm giving them the reassurance that their pins are going to arrive, and I don't know what else to give them. Like, you're going to get your products, and the products that you waited for, it's been a year, but please look at the complexity of the designs, and that's where I stand. I'm not going to continue to, the magnet aerial pin should be arriving in the next couple. Yeah, aerial magnet profile next week. So I will be asking for address changes for that, and that is getting ready to ship to me. So like I said, yes, molds, samples. No, there will be only priority samples for all of those items. Oh, my pins 57. Those are in mass production already. There's only been one email. So if you want to email me, there's only ever been one email, guys. It's designsbygenn help. And I'll be getting to those. So yeah. All right. That's where I'm at. I think that's going to be the end of the live stream. I have pre-sales with questions with email. Same thing. Designs by Jen help. So that's where I stand, and that's where I'm going to be. That's been my only email. There's no other email for communications. If you want to fill out an order form, you can do that if you'd like to be added into that queue, but that is for only order issues. So thank you. Enchanted Ariel V2. Oh, yes. And Miranda, Enchanted Ariel version 2. I know she's almost here. She hasn't sold. I know you guys are really excited about that one. It's a smaller LE, so I'm really hopeful that you guys are happy with the outcome of the pin. But again, it's a small LE. There's not going to be extras available. It is only sold to those of you who got the Vanessa remakes that took a little bit longer than it should have. So thank you. But that's where I'm at. Okay, sweet. Yes, memorizing pins. Like I said, I'm opening up the floor for people that are actual pre-sale buyers. If you would like to see dates, times, receipts, invoices, I'm going to be blocking out the cost of goods, obviously, just to protect the privacy and integrity of the business, but I'm going to be offering that transparency to pre-sale buyers only. I don't really want to put it publicly. I am going to post my updates publicly just because that's for everyone to see. But if you're interested to just see the receipts as well as the communication between me and my factory in regards to the claims and allegations that are being put forth, with the violation of privacy of that person reaching out to my factory, I'll be more than happy to provide that information to you directly as a pre-sale buyer. So just provide me your receipt and I'll be more than happy to issue you the receipt for those items so that you have an idea of when that those items have been paid for and will be completed. And like I said, and again, I will be more than happy to send that to my pre-sale buyers. I mean, if I leave the values of how much I spend on a pin product, what justice does that do for you? I'm going to have the names and the invoice numbers for you guys to see, but I don't think I want to make this super transparent that I don't feel comfortable giving you how much I pay my factory. I don't think any business would be okay with disclosing how much they pay their factory. And I can't do that, but I can show the permanent, like the information that's relevant, which is invoice number, invoice name, transaction date, when it was paid, all of that. And I'd be more than happy to show that to my pre-sale buyers. Like I said, I was going to show the receipts, but I honestly felt really pressured to by a lot of people that want to see it publicly. And I don't want to do that because there's no reason to do that. The transparency that I owe to people who purchased, and anything that is going to be finishing in production it is going to be processed. It will be fulfilled. You are going to be getting those items. So no, financial docs are not shared all the time by companies. I don't believe that. So I don't know any company that shows. And if anyone else wants to follow, you can ask other creators to follow suit if you want them to, but I just don't want to do that. I don't feel comfortable doing that, and I don't think I have to. I think the most important thing that should be the takeaway of all of this is that your products are being processed and you're going to be getting your items in the mail. And if you'd like to see those receipts as a pre-sale buyer, I'm opening up the floor for you to communicate with me and for me to provide that information for you. Like I said, I'm not denying that these people have access to it. You are more than welcome to email me and I will be happy to share with you this information. And no, Trash Panda, I'm not an LLC. I'm going to say this with the full grace that I can say, and just say you're more than welcome to do what you like with your income. If you feel that you would like to charge back the last couple of orders, I'm not going to prevent you from doing anything. But if you don't mind waiting for your product and you really want the reassurance that you're going to be receiving that product, go ahead and email me and let me know so that I can definitely get those products over to you. Get over the, like I said, the transparency of things. Okay, and that's kind of where I'm at. So again, privately, if you'd like to see, that's not even my brand. Designs by G&G. No, it's not Kissy. Kiss Me Kate, it's not. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's not me. Sorry. I mean, it's not what I function out of, at least. It's an LLC I definitely created, but it's not. Yeah. Okay, so that's where I'm at. And like I said, I'm opening up the floor for that information. I'm going to be saving this live stream for those of you guys who want to save it and have it. As far as this being the end of Designs by Jen, it's not. I'm rebranding and rebranching for Patreon. Is it the end of pre-sales? Yes. 3 years ago, I stopped doing pre-sales for this very reason. It's very taxing and it's very tedious, and I understand it has a lot to do with trust. And so I'm just trying to reiterate that the trust that you're receiving is going to come from the reassurance that you're going to be getting your product. Like I said, you're going to be getting your product, you'll be receiving it. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at this point, as far as like that goes. Okay, cool. I stopped pre-sales, if you want my honesty, I stopped pre-sales 3 years ago because of the fact that there was a lot of criticism that went into pre-sales. Like if the product didn't meet your expectations as a buyer, there was a lot of people that would get upset if they saw a sample and they didn't like it, they didn't want it. So I had stopped doing pre-sales 3 years ago. And then I picked back up when I did Patreon, because that was sort of an incentive or like a kind of like, yeah, like an incentive that was offered for your membership. And that's why we did it. I am going to show customers the proof again. Let me reiterate. If you'd like to see the proof and you have a receipt of purchase and I verify that you have purchased from me, I will be sending you those receipts. Dates, when the factory was paid, I'll be more than happy to send you the receipt of the wire payment that I just made to my factory. If you are a pre-sale buyer, only if you are a pre-sale buyer. I'm not going to share that information publicly because I'm sure somebody will share it once they receive it, but I just don't want to do it openly, publicly. So if you'd like to see it, please go ahead and email me. I'll share it to you. I'll post it up on the Discord as well, in the channel for Patreon, especially for Patreon members, because I know a lot of you guys are frequent buyers. So I'll be more than happy to add that over. Yes, I can definitely post pictures of the completed bride set as well. Okay, so that's about it. I mean, like I said, if you'd like to see those emails, I'll be more than happy to post it. I really want to focus on posting my updates for today. And yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. Patreon channels are going back up on Discord. If you're a part of Patreon for Discord, I'm going to be re-adding those channels to the Discord. So you should be seeing those channels pop up, as well as for everyone else in the Discord. The Discord will be opening up again. Alrighty, that's about where I'm at. And Designs by Jen help is the email. And that's where I'm at. Sweet. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to save this live for anyone who has any further questions. And like I said, address changes will be posted in the next couple of days requesting an address change.